Hello, and welcome to another video with me, Julia, the boss teacher. We're gonna be talking about why you don't need anybody's support to go after your dreams. Point blank, full stop. And I'm gonna be sharing two stories with you just to prove to you that you really and truly don't need anybody's support. One of the stories is gonna be from my own experience, and another one, which might be relatable to a lot of migrant individuals, is the story of a woman I met a few weeks ago, right? So this is part two of a two-part series. Part one is yesterday's live that I did. And it came out of me hopping onto social media, asking my followers this question: what exactly is stopping you from accomplishing your dreams? And the response I got was money and support. So yesterday, I addressed the whole concept around money. And what I basically talked about was how to build a side hustle that is going to support your dreams. And today, I'm going to be talking about why you don't need anybody's support, really, because you don't. You don't. So hello on Instagram, hello Facebook, hello YouTube. Where exactly am I? I'm on all of those platforms. And if you're not already following me, please find me at Hello Boss Teacher on any of the social platforms. Hey, welcome. So we're live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at 12 noon Jamaica time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. PST. I think it's 5 p.m. GMT. So you can convert that in your time zone and join me live whenever I pop up in your feed, because we are having these conversations to talk about things that are related to you discovering your life's purpose, living full out, living your best life, whatever that best life looks for you in your mind. It doesn't have to be the private jet. It doesn't have to be the $1 million mansion. Even if it is a little hut in the country and you being a tree hugger for the rest of your life, if that's your best life, then live that life. Don't try and copy other people's lives on social media and say, oh, they're having their best life, I wonder if I can have that too. Define what that means for you and live it. So here's this person on my page who really wants to go after their dreams, but they think that they don't have any support to get that done. And here I am, dear to say to you, hi, Miss Lori Allen. Here am I, dear to say to you that you do not need anybody's support. Why do I speak so strongly about it? Because I have been there. I know exactly how it feels to be needing support from the people around you and you're not getting it. I know exactly how it feels to need a group of people to always cheer you on and say, hey, Julia, go for it. You can do it. I believe in you. And those people are not there. They're not there. And it's okay. So let me tell you a story of a woman I met a few weeks ago. Her name is Glow. Glow is just this fabulous young woman who took herself up from bootstraps and built this amazing empire online. She has been featured all over the place. She has been with Oprah. She has been on the news. She has been countless places. But I got a chance to listen to Glow's story a few weeks ago. And Glow, this is the part that really stuck out to me. So the question was asked, what is it like being this successful in your field, but coming from an immigrant family? Now, Glow is from one of the countries in Africa. Family migrated to the US. And she told us the story of how she was just thriving in her field. After so many years of not being able to financially thrive and be abundant in all areas of her life, she started to thrive, but she couldn't share her successes with her mother. Like the time when she got interviewed by Oprah, she couldn't tell her mother. Her mother was like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Because to her mom, success meant becoming a doctor. Glow didn't want to become a doctor. So it doesn't matter how many Oprah interviews, how many morning televisions, how many books she wrote, how many millions of dollars she was making in her business. Her mom didn't care. Her mom wanted her to be a doctor. And so when she got to the point where she had amassed so much success, and she was having this conversation with her mom and telling her mom all the great things that she was doing, she was like, okay, that doesn't mean anything because you're not married. You don't have any children. So to her mom, and she said she realized that it was a never-ending cycle. She could not please her mommy, right? Because first it was Glow wasn't a doctor. Now it's Glow doesn't have a man. She doesn't have any kids. And she realized it's not about being a doctor. It's not about being married and having kids. It really is about her mom being able to call her friends back home and brag to them that her daughter is this. Whatever is culturally accepted as bragging rights, that's what her mom wanted to do. And so she was not able to get the kind of support from her mommy that she really wanted to. Did that stop her from succeeding? Absolutely not. I want you to look up Glow Graphics on Instagram, anywhere. Just go Google her, right? And you'll find her name out there with the greats. And that was one of the stories that showed how important it is to put aside our need for community. Sometimes, I'm going to say sometimes, and just go after your dreams. Here's what happened to me, right? A few years ago, I was working in corporate, and I was in and out of the classroom because I never had a full-time teaching job then. I was always substituting for somebody, sitting in for someone on vacation and all that. And I ended up landing a full-time job in corporate, right? No, I worked in corporate for about maybe 3 or 4 years. And I remember this summer that I decided that I wanted to go back to school to finally get my teaching degree. First year, everything ran smoothly. I was able to get 3 weeks off. I did my summer classes because summer classes was a requirement. I did my summer classes, went back to work after 3 weeks because I had enough vacation and all of that jazz. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to be saving up my vacation leave to go to summer school next year again. So year 2 comes. I had all my I had my vacation leave because I had saved it up. And all I wanted was just 1 week time off to total the 3 weeks that I needed to go to school. So I applied for my vacation leave. It was approved, and I asked them for 1 week off in addition to my vacation. And my boss was adamant they would not give me the extra week. I said, I don't want it to pay. You don't have to pay me. I'm literally not asking you to pay me. I'm just going to be absent. I'll make all the arrangements for somebody to fill in for what I need to do. And I'll be back the following week. And they were adamant. They're not going to give me the time off. So when I realized how serious they were, I handed in my resignation from that corporate job. I didn't know how I was going to make it, but I knew that for some reason, I needed to get my teaching degree. I needed to become certified as a teacher, right? And when I handed in my resignation, everybody was shocked. It was like, you're really and truly leaving? I'm like, yeah, I have a dream. And that dream is to become a certified teacher. I've been teaching all this time without my proper qualifications. It's time I make it official. This is the dream that I want to pursue. And I'm not going to let some job that I had absolutely hated at the time. I ridiculously hated my job. It was just a very toxic environment. Management, you had to work overtime without pay, all of that stuff, right? And so it was a hard decision. It was a hard decision because money was coming in. Of course, I could barely manage with it, but it was money nevertheless. But I decided in that moment that I had to walk away from that job because they refused to give me the 1 extra week without pay to go and complete my summer school. So nobody in that environment was supporting my dream. But look where that has taken me today. This is probably 10 years later. Yeah, 10 years later. Look where that decision took me. Nobody in the office, not my supervisor, not my boss, not my coworkers, nobody supported me. Here's another story from my own experience. While I was transitioning, I was in college. I was doing odd jobs here and there. My family and I, my husband and I at the time, We weren't wealthy. We didn't amass any great wealth. We were still on the journey to figuring out how we're going to create wealth. And so every single dollar that was made was necessary. It was important. And so we were doing odd things. If you watch yesterday's live, I was hustling a lot. I did a lot of hustling during that period. So watch yesterday's live to learn about all the hustles I ended up in after I quit my corporate job. And we were hustling, but there was not a steady income per se. His income was the only steady income that was coming in. But it wasn't enough because we were still trying to stabilize our lives financially. And I remember at one point, like, the entrepreneurship bug bit me. Like, I really knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know what kind of business I was going to start. And my husband encouraged me to go and look for jobs in the newspaper. The Sunday newspaper, the Sunday Gleaner, as we call it here in Jamaica, was the place to look for jobs. And so religiously, every Sunday, we would go out by the stoplight because we lived near the National Stadium. And there was always a guy at the stoplight selling newspaper. So religiously, every Sunday, whether before or after church, or if we didn't go to church, we literally walked to the stoplight to get a Sunday newspaper. Now me, I was doing this very unwillingly because I didn't want to go back into corporate. I didn't want to get hired for a job. I just wanted in that moment to figure out what this feeling that I have that I needed to step out into the entrepreneurship space. I didn't know, like, the hustles were okay, but I knew there was something more. And every week, my husband said, let's go get the newspaper. And week after week, we go for the newspaper. I'd see jobs that I want. I applied for them. Thank God nobody called me. There are some jobs that I didn't want to do, but because we needed the money, I was still sending out job applications. The point of this story is to highlight the fact that my husband, within a period of my life, did not support my dreams. And the truth is, he loved me just the same. I mean, we love each other. But that was something that we were at odds with. He wanted me to get a job because he wanted the family to be provided for financially. I didn't want to get a job because I knew deep down that there was something else for me and I was not going to find it being somebody else's employee. So it took my husband years to realize that this is not where she wants to go. And I am going to have to just suck it in and support my wife. Today, hubby is my number one fan. In everything I do, he supports me 1000%. But in the early days, it was not like that. He was hammering me every day. Let's go buy the newspaper. Let's go get a job. What else can you do? Where else can we go to go get this job? And it was just about the job so the money can come in. The one person that was closest to me did not support my dream. He's the exact opposite now. Exactly. And it's interesting to see how he has come like 180 degree. Like went from this to this. Complete opposite. And so you have to understand that in pursuing your dreams, not everybody will support you. And why is it that a lot of people won't support your dream? This is it. If you get nothing else, get this. It's your dream. Let me say it again. It's your dream. God didn't give the dream to my husband. He didn't give it to my supervisor. He didn't give it to Glow's mommy. He gave it to you. And so everybody will not understand the dream that God gave to you. It's your dream. You are the one who's going to have to figure it out. You're the person who's going to have to get up and try and figure out, how am I going to get this thing on the road? It's your dream. If God needed your mother, your husband, your cousin, your sister, your brother to support you, then he would give them the dream too. But he didn't give it to them. He gave it to you. So it is your responsibility to start the process to get the dream on the road. So whatever it is that you need to do, if nobody wants to support you initially, here's when they're going to support you. when they see you become a success. All those people who have been talking about you and say, what kind of foolishness is this you're doing? What kind of foolishness is this you're doing? Like I've heard that so many times, right? Those are the same people when they see you on TV, when they see you becoming an author, when they see you happy. Oh, Shazam, when they see you happy, that's the most important part. When they see you happy and flourishing and thriving, then they're gonna come to you and say, how did you do this? They're the same ones gonna come back to you, I promise you. They're coming to ask you, how did you do this? You are gonna be the person who has to give them advice. And if they're really close to you, like my husband is close to me, they'll become your number one fan. So if you're at the beginning stages of pursuing your purpose and pursuing your dreams, just understand that regardless of whether or not you have to support, whether or not you have the support of the people that you think should be supporting you, and you're thinking to yourself, but you're my mother, why don't you help me with this? Why can't you see what I'm trying to accomplish here? Oh, but you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. Can't you just support me in this? You're my sister. You of all people should understand how we grew up and know why I need to do this thing. They won't understand because it's not their dream. It's not their dream. And what Alison is saying, what is Alison saying? Let me read it. True, because some of them, yes, some will wish you well. Yeah, they will. Some of them will wish you well. And they'll wish all the best for you, but they may not necessarily help you because they don't understand what you are doing. They don't understand what you're trying to accomplish. And if they don't understand it, they might not even be able to effectively assist you in doing it. So for example, when I quit my job way back in the day, I quit my corporate job back in 2011. I quit my teaching job in 2017. And when I quit my job back in 2011, like I said, nobody understood it. But I have some coworkers that are following me today, like coworkers from back in the day. They are following my social media feed today. They're following my story. They come on my videos and they're like, wow, Julia, can I learn what you are doing? Can you teach me? These are the same people who didn't understand what I was doing then. And when I left my teaching job in 2017, a lot of people didn't understand why you just got your certification of all these years you've been teaching and now you're finally certified. Why are you going to leave the classroom now? But that was all a part of the process. And some of those people are still showing up in my WhatsApp because all of them have my phone number. They show up in my WhatsApp and ask me, what are you doing? How can you teach me? I want to do that too. And let me segue into this. I have a new, very free training video that I just released today. It's juliaobarnes.com/exit. Go and grab it right now. How to transition from your job to your purpose, still get paid. I've done that twice. My corporate job, I don't even talk about it so much because it was one of those parts of my life that I really hated. My corporate job in 2011 and my teaching job in 2017. So if you never ever, what am I trying to say? If you don't get anything else from today's life, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Understand that your dream is your dream. And everybody else may not understand it. So don't expect them to support you as you go along with it. Do what you need to do right now. Go back to school and learn what you need to learn. And if you don't have the money to go back to school, go on YouTube. Search Google for the answer. If you want to become a designer, an interior designer, if that's your heart's desire, then go and learn how to be. There's Pinterest. Oh, Pinterest is heaven for me. There's Pinterest. Go and learn all the things. Follow a ton load of interior designers online and learn strategies from them. Get one of them to coach you. Go to one of their master classes. Buy one of their products. Get one of them to teach you what they know, and then you go out there and start your own interior designing business if that's what you want to do. Nobody will support you. But in a year or two time, in a year or two, when your current TV station is featuring all of your amazing designs, and you're moving from event to event and show to show, and you end up sponsoring a major event, people are gonna say, "Oh, you know, I knew her when she was just starting and she was just trying a thing, but look at her now." It's okay if they don't support you. It's okay. It's your dream. You still have to go after your dream. You understand? So don't let that hold you back. Do not allow that to hold you back. Don't let it hold you back. Alison is saying Pinterest has a ton of ideas. Trust me. I just sit here in Pinterest heaven sometimes and put together my dream home designs. Ooh, yes. I'm excited just talking about it. But I just wanted to share that with you today, just to encourage you and let you know that, you know, you really and truly don't need anybody to support you when it comes on to follow your dreams. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough in the beginning. It's going to be difficult because it's you alone, and you're going to need the mental stamina to really push through. But it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. If you have any questions, if you need any specific help in that regard, please send me a DM. Don't be afraid. Send me a direct message on YouTube or on Instagram at Hello Boss Teacher. And don't forget to grab the video training exit plan, how to transition from your job to your purpose and get paid. All right, so that's it for now. I will see you next week. Noon my time. Oh, sorry, I messed up the mic. Noon my time, 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT. Oh, I'm getting the hang of this. So convert that into your time zone and just join me live, and we have another chit chat around another topic of just living full out, living abundantly in all areas of your life. It's not just about money. It's about thriving in all of the 12 key areas. So join me next time, same platforms, and we have a wonderful conversation. And I hope these are really and truly helping you, like giving you a kick in the butt to get your derriere moving and start moving towards accomplishing your dreams. All the best, and you're welcome. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.